When I got the first one, I was literally seconds away from stepping onto the plane when a call from unknown blared from my cell phone. It was a ringtone I hadn't heard before, one I was pretty sure hadn't come with the phone. Normally, I wouldn't have stopped to answer it, but I was expecting a call about a job I had interviewed for the previous week. I took a deep breath in and accepted the call. Hello?
Do not get on that plane.
A man's voice garbled and strange, as if his vocal cords had been shredded, and he was trying desperately to choke out his speech. Despite the unnerving, fractured quality of his voice, his tone was insistent and eerily calm and familiar. Then the call ended. I froze. I'd always had a phobia of air travel, and something about this call just... There was no way I was about to get on a 7-hour flight now. I turned around and headed towards the food court. I'd just get another flight in the afternoon, I figured. 3 hours later, I watched from the airport Starbucks as every TV in the terminal lit up with the crash footage of the plane I should have been on. No survivors, not a single one. I tried to trace the call, and so did the police, but there was nothing to trace. There was no evidence my phone had ever received a call around that time. They analyzed phone records, incoming and outgoing communication. Nothing. I wasn't making it up. I could have been, but that wasn't the only call. Throughout the years, there were few and far between, but always right, and I always listened. Do not drive to the concert tonight. 18-wheeler lost control and plowed into a line of cars. Every driver crushed, every driver killed. In the stretch of the freeway I would have been driving down. No matter if I got a new phone, if I moved across the country, the calls would still come. And I could almost feel the presence of whatever it was watching over me. I imagined being at the bottom of the freezing ocean, still strapped into my coach section plane seat, or watching an 18-wheeler skidding towards my car, knowing death was imminent. And I'd get this tightness in my chest. I'd think about how thin that line was, how close I'd gotten. If I hadn't had a job interview I was waiting to hear back from, I would have never listened to that first call. It always felt like something was coming for me, but there was always this fractured, warped voice with these calls that never seemed to exist after I heard them. Self-destructing warning signals rotting away before my eyes. And I was alive. I had a bad feeling about this cruise. I had planned it as a boys' week out with some of my old friends from college, and was looking forward to a week in the tropics in the dead of winter. But part of me could almost sense that the call was coming. Maybe I'd just watched Titanic one too many times. But there was this little nagging fear from the start. I hoped it would be fine, but I knew that if something was going to happen, I'd get the call. I'd know. Now, a week before I'm set to go on the cruise, after stepping into my apartment, after returning from dinner with a friend I recently met, I noticed my cell had a message from unknown. They've never had to leave a message before. Haven't checked it all night. Damn it. I really wanted to go on that cruise too. Oh well, not worth whatever horrific fate awaited me in that cold, dark ocean. I clicked play message and my stomach dropped as I listened to the voice, sounding horrifically distorted, as if it was emanating from a throat slashed to ribbons, cracking with more urgency than ever before. I looked around my apartment as the voice on the phone repeated the same phrase over and over.
Do not come home after dinner tonight. Do not come home after dinner tonight. Whatever you do, do not come home after dinner tonight.